Big news breaking in North Carolina as state lawmakers move to pass a massive $319 million Medicaid funding package to prevent a budget shortfall. This critical bill aims to secure the future for 3 million beneficiaries, but comes with controversial new immigration mandates that advocates fear could jeopardize the health of vulnerable families. We are diving deep into the tense standoff between legislative leaders and Governor Josh Stein, and what these sudden changes mean for the state.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
A terrifying tragedy has been thwarted in Florida, where an unidentified North Carolina man is now in custody after being arrested in Okaloosa County. Federal authorities moved fast to track the suspect after receiving intelligence that he was allegedly planning a mass shooting at a major festival in Louisiana. We have the latest details on how local deputies tracked him to a hotel in Destin before he could carry out his alleged plot. Big Pharma is betting big on the Tar Heel state as AbbVie officially chooses North Carolina for a massive $1.4 billion manufacturing site. This Durham-based project is the largest single campus investment in company history and is set to create hundreds of high-skilled jobs in the pharmaceutical sector. We are looking at why major global players are flocking to this region and how advanced technology is reshaping the future of medicine production. Finally, we look toward the future of food as a lead crop scientist at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University launches a groundbreaking study on ancient grains. The team is testing how cutting-edge technology impacts these historic crops to see if we can revolutionize sustainable farming practices for the next generation. If you want to stay ahead of the latest news and innovations from across the region, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Imagine your state's entire healthcare safety net hanging by a thread for months, caught in a high-stakes game of fiscal chicken. That was the reality for over 3 million North Carolinians relying on Medicaid until this Wednesday. North Carolina lawmakers finally pushed through a $319 million emergency funding package to stop a projected shortfall. But this win comes with a hidden catch that has advocates sounding the alarm. While the bill secures coverage through the end of the fiscal year, it quietly tucks in new immigration mandates. Critics warn this could create a chilling effect, potentially scaring immigrant families away from seeking care, even for U.S.-born children who are fully entitled to it. It's a classic case of legislative maneuvering, where the price of keeping the lights on might actually be pushing some of the most vulnerable deeper into the shadows. The political theater here has been intense, with months of finger-pointing between Republican leaders and Governor Josh Stein. Stein originally flagged this $319 million gap back in the summer, only to be met with skepticism and delays until the state essentially ran out of road. While the funding is a relief, the lack of transparency in how this bill was drafted has Democratic leaders fuming, and the inclusion of these new mandates suggests that even when a compromise is reached, there's always a political price tag attached. As this heads toward a final vote, we have to ask, at what point does the bureaucracy meant to protect our health become the very thing that prevents us from accessing it? If you want to keep tracking the pulse of these local policy shifts, hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Ultimately, a healthcare system that forces families to choose between their legal safety and their physical health isn't just inefficient, it's a failure of our collective priorities. Imagine you are enjoying a festival in Louisiana, completely unaware that a disaster might be unfolding just miles away. That was the reality this week before a major tragedy was narrowly avoided thanks to some incredible law enforcement teamwork. A North Carolina man is now behind bars in Okaloosa County, Florida, after federal authorities flagged him as a prime suspect in a planned mass shooting at a Louisiana festival. Think about that for a second. This wasn't just a random arrest. It was a high-stakes race against time. Federal agents reached out to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office with a tip that the suspect was passing through their area. Deputies moved quickly, tracking the man to a hotel in Destin, where they apprehended him on a fugitive from justice warrant. While authorities are keeping his identity under wraps for now, we know he is currently awaiting extradition back to Louisiana to face serious state charges. It is a chilling reminder of how fragile public safety can be and how vital interagency communication is in stopping these threats before they escalate. It honestly makes you appreciate the officers working behind the scenes that we never even hear about. If you appreciate these fast, breaking news updates, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and remember that sometimes the most important stories are the ones about the tragedies that never actually happened. Imagine a 185-acre campus rising from the ground, powered by AI and state-of-the-art tech. That is exactly what AbbVie is bringing to Durham, North Carolina, with a massive $1.4 billion investment. This isn't just a new building. It is the single largest campus investment in the company's entire history. But why North Carolina? And why now? AbbVie is joining a growing list of pharmaceutical giants flocking to the Research Triangle area. We are talking about 734 high-skilled jobs, from engineers to scientists, and an extra 2,000 roles just to get the facility built by 2028. This move is part of a larger $100 billion pledge to strengthen U.S. manufacturing, a trend that is becoming impossible to ignore. What makes this facility truly cutting-edge is the integration of artificial intelligence and advanced manufacturing tech. They are hitting the ground running by focusing on small-volume parenterals, those critical injectable vials and pre-filled syringes that patients depend on. It is no secret that the political pressure to onshore production is mounting, with potential tariffs hanging over companies that keep their manufacturing abroad. However, North Carolina offers more than just security. It offers a gold-standard ecosystem. Between Genentech's $2 billion site in Holly Springs and Novartis planting its flag in Durham, the state is quickly cementing its status as the heartbeat of American biotech. With business-friendly policies and a deep pool of talent, North Carolina is proving to be the place to be for the future of medicine. If you want to stay ahead of how these massive industry shifts are changing our world, make sure to hit that subscribe button. At the end of the day, as pharma giants retreat from global dependency to local dominance, we have to ask, is this the start of a new golden age for American manufacturing, or just the beginning of a complex logistical arms race? Ever wondered if the secret to our future food security is actually buried in the past? Today, we are heading over to North Carolina A&T State University, where a brilliant team of crop scientists is bridging the gap between ancient history and modern technology. They are diving deep into the resilience of ancient grains, crops that have literally stood the test of time, to see how they stack up against the advanced agricultural tech we rely on today. It is a fascinating study because it asks a critical question. Can the survival traits of our ancestors' crops be bolstered by the data-driven precision of 2026? This isn't just about farming. It is about protecting our food supply against an unpredictable climate. By integrating sophisticated tech with time-tested biology, these researchers are essentially trying to create a blueprint for the future of sustainable agriculture. It is exactly the kind of innovation that reminds us how far we have come while respecting how much we still have to learn from nature. If you found this glimpse into the future of agriculture as exciting as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the science shaping our world. After all, the best way to predict the future is to understand the seeds we are planting today.